Julius Malema tells the youth of Zimbabwe to rise up in order to stop the tyranny. He also added that President Mnangagwa has nothing to offer. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
The youth of Zimbabwe must stand up. There is no Malema who's going to come from here and go and liberate Harare. Harare has to stand up for Malema to go there and say, I'm now putting my body on the picket lines in support of the people of Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean youth must rise, because that nonsense will never come to an end as long as there is no unity of purpose against the tyranny, against the suppression of political wishes of Zimbabweans. So, ourselves at Pan-African Parliament, at the AU, at SADC, we have to have a political will to speak for the people of Zimbabwe. When it comes from us, it will have more weight than when it comes from Europe. Why? Because we're brothers and sisters. They will know it's a friendly fire. But SADC, AU, South Africa, they are failing Zimbabweans because it's a bruise-up. It's friendship. It's brother, leader, brother. When they meet, brother. And then when you ask what is the resolution, no one has taken any resolution. So you need a clear position from SADC which gives the timelines that by this time this should have happened. Otherwise, Mnangagwa is going to come back and he's got nothing to offer at all. So Chiwenga is done. He will not be anything. They used him. Chiwenga is no longer the most powerful military man in Zimbabwe now. They've weakened him. So only the power of the youth of Zimbabwe can change the political status quo. And the Zimbabweans have to know that we are with them, including Zimbabweans who are here in South Africa. When there are elections, get into buses and go home. Go and fight from there. Because the humiliation that you are being subjected to here in South Africa is if you don't have your own homes. It's high time that you take it upon yourself and organize yourselves. EFF is there. We can even sponsor buses. Ora, go and vote.
Well, he's not wrong. The youth of Zimbabwe can change the political situation in Zimbabwe, just like the Kenyan youth were able to make so much progress in their country. Granted, they were not able to fully successfully do it all because, at the end of the day, there's politics, there's bureaucracy, there's a lot going on. But you cannot say that Kenyans haven't accomplished a lot in just a few weeks or a month. So I agree with Julius Malema. The youth have the power. Unfortunately, though, we have been programmed to think that we don't have power. We just sit on the sidelines and wait for things to change. But most of us are starting to realize that if we sit and wait for the change to come, it's never coming. And I like how he said, you should not be expecting or waiting on someone, maybe like me or someone else, to come and save you. It's not gonna happen. You have to save yourselves. And I completely agree with that. And we've seen that it's a ripple effect. When you see a few people talking about it, you start getting a little bit bold. When you hear a lot more people now having a conversation about it, you're going to get bolder and bolder. Eventually, everyone comes together and they make it known that they're not going to stand for foolishness. So, I am rooting for Zimbabwe. I know most of us are rooting for Zimbabwe and Africans in general because we have been through it. We have gone through it, and now it's time for change. We cannot take it any longer. It shows by the people's response to how our politicians are behaving. Look at Nigeria, look at Kenya, look at Ghana. Now, Julius Malema is calling for Zimbabweans to actually make a change. He told them to go out there and vote, even the ones that are not currently staying in Zimbabwe. Hopefully, they hear what Julius Malema is saying, they receive it, and make the change that is necessary to get their country back.